Right off the bat, we'll be starting off with a classic, Sun Chip. On the left side, we have original, and on the right, we have my personal favorite, cheddar. Here we have our contestant, Piper, to give us her opinion on her favorite chip. With a shocking first pick, she has chosen the original. After such a hasty choice, one must wonder, is she actually choosing her preference, or is she trying to hurry up and steal anything she can before being removed from this smorgasbord? It seems that her recent escapades has brought her face to face with the other flavor. Now that both chips have been sampled, which is she going to return to? It appears she's going for the original Sun Chip flavor. I did not expect this turn of events. Here we have an instant replay on our other camera. Oh, there she goes, running off to enjoy her new bounty. It appears that the original flavor is the definitive. Wait a minute, hold the phone. It looks like she has returned to the cheddar chips for a second taste test. And so far she seems to be enjoying it. Let's set this experiment up once again and see what she decides to go with. Now here we go with round 2, and right off the bat she headed towards the original flavored Sun Chips. Now with a match this close, we are going to go for a third and final round. Which Sun Chip has the best flavor? And there you go, she's sniffing the cheddar flavor. Is this it, folks? What is that? We have the old switcheroo. After getting one final sniff of that cheddar, she knew the original was the flavor for her. With an unexpected twist, the original flavored Sun Chip wins the round. Okay, now starting off our new round, we have Lay's original barbecue chips up against Lay's baked barbecue. The original barbecue chips have a strong initial flavor, but quickly become soggy, whereas the baked barbecue, although less flavorful, have a satisfying crunch. I believe this will come down to what Piper values more, flavor or texture. Now it's time to let her decide. It appears our contestant has had too many chips from our last round. She can hardly get up on the counter. We are going to send in our assistant to aid in helping her up. After a slight setback, round 2 is finally commenced. Right off the bat, we see our contestant, Piper, head to the Lay's original barbecue. With such a strong flavor profile, she probably could smell them the whole time she was trying to get back up on the counter. And as you can see, that sweet tangy barbecue flavor is really keeping her quite busy. Here we go, moment of truth. She has turned back to the original barbecue once again, not even giving the baked chip a chance. Alright, as she goes back for a third time, she takes a peek at her competitor and quickly snubs it. This reduced fat chip holds no interest for our picky Raccoon. As she tries picking up her chip of choice, she accidentally drops it into the baked barbecue plate. Will she be able to tell the difference, or will she be bamboozled into trying one of these chips? Let's get back to the instant replay to get a closer look. As you can clearly see, without looking and by touch alone, she's able to distinguish that tangy goodness from the stale cardboard of a baked barbecue chip. At this point, there is no question, the original Lay's barbecue chip wins hands down. They are so good, in fact, we have some of our audience here today trying to get some of their own. We can see here that Piper is actually trying to hand out some of these to the audience. He thought these were way too good just to keep to himself. There you have it, folks. The original barbecue chips are the winner. Up next, we have a Fritos Original versus Fritos Chili Cheese. If I had to guess, the lackluster taste of Fritos Original will underwhelm our contestant, especially when compared with the complex burst of flavor from the Chili Cheese Frito. I believe this chip is going to outshine its bland competitor. Right out of the gate, Piper goes to the original flavor first. With such a bland first choice, one might think she's just trying to cleanse her palate from the barbecue chips of the last round. And there we go. We see a more sensible choice from Piper. With all that crunching going on, there's no way she'll be headed back to the original flavor. Oh no, we had a fumble. Here's an up close of the chip she drops. Without much hesitation, she picks it back up and quickly makes a snack of it. I guess she's gonna try the original Fritos after all. Did you see that? She just tossed that chip aside with no hesitation. She wanted to stomp on that little chip's parade. Be gone, she said. There's only enough room for one Frito chip, and it's not you. Look at this, I'm pulling these chili cheese Fritos away, and she said, not today. I am not going to be stuck with these blonde chips any longer. Now paws off the goods. And with that, folks, we have a landslide victory. Chili cheese Fritos are the uncontested champ of this round. Next up, we have Cool Ranch Doritos versus Nacho Cheese Doritos. Who hired this guy? He can't even pour a bag of chips. It's hard to find good help these days. Now our stage is all set up. Let's get ready for round 3. What is this? Another member of the audience is checking out our snacks? Where is the security around here? Security! It's probably the guy who can't even pour the chips properly. Well, in that case, I guess our contestant is going to have a guest on the show this round. Did you see that? Our guest tried to throw hands. Let's take a look at the instant replay. He probably realized he was on camera and thought twice about it. Security, can we get our guest out of here, please? I just want to apologize to the audience for that interruption. Now for a little recap. It seems that both sides are evenly matched. However, there appears to be a slight bias towards the nacho cheese flavor. Can we get a moment of silence while our contestant deliberates her choice during this integral moment? She really seems to be enjoying that cheesy goodness. You can even see her licking the crumbs off of the counter and licking the cheese dust off her fingers. What is with the audience? They're all trying to get their 15 seconds of fame, I guess. I think this is going to be the last time we film with a live audience, folks. What was that? What do you mean they boost our ratings? Yes, I'm aware the internet loves cats, but the audience is here for raccoons. Let's leave it up to the audience. Vote below if you want to see more of our cats in these videos. But folks, it looks like the nacho cheese chip is the winner after all. Up next, we have our recent winner, Doritos, versus the heavy hitter, the original Lay's barbecue chips. And right off the bat, we see a commanding lead with the barbecue chips. It may be too early to even say this, but can this chip even be stopped? I have yet to see any equal in the eyes of this raccoon. Let's go ahead and set up this experiment once again to make sure she's giving both competitors a fighting chance. After all, this is the semifinals. We know both chips were at one point a preferred choice. And look what we have here. She's giving the Doritos a second chance. Will the Doritos be like the other chips, tried once and casually tossed aside? Or will she go back to them as her preferred snack of choice? There it is. She has a second return. This once undefeated chip is finally showing signs of weakness. And for a third time, she returns to the Doritos. She knows the other plate has a pile of delicious goodness, yet she still chooses the plate with Doritos in an upsetting turn of events. Up next, we have the Sun Chips Original versus the Fritos Chili Cheese. It's anyone's guess on which chip will win. I did not expect the original flavor to take the lead when compared to its previous cheesy competitor. And like the original round, we have yet another bland chip compared to the flavor-filled chili cheese Fritos. If I had to guess, I would say the Fritos will come out victorious, but I've been wrong before, and it appears that way, folks. She's already gone straight for the Sun Chips. She's pulled them aside like it's the only chip for her. Let's see what happens when we swap around the plates to see if that will affect her decision. Will we catch her in indecisiveness? And it appears she fell for the bait. Now we will add some Sun Chips to the Frito plate It looks like the Fritos might be taking the lead. Oh, she dropped it. What is this? She's going directly to the bag of Sun Chips. It appears Piper knows exactly what she wants after all. Here we have more footage of her going after those golden delicious Sun Chips. Welcome one and all to the finale. We have Doritos versus the one and only Sun Chips Original. If you told me the original Sun Chips were going to be in the finale, I would have laughed. But this is no joke, folks. It has made it. But unfortunately, this is not going so well for them. But Piper loves a comeback story. We have seen many a chip with a strong start only to fall to the wayside shortly after. But here we see Piper visit the Doritos for a second time. With a massive grab, Piper takes half the plate. Although it appears one-sided, Doritos is not out of the woods quite yet. Let's see how she does with a one-on-one chip decision. Here we grab a single chip from each plate and present her one last choice. And right off the bat, she puts a paw on the Dorito. Does that seal its fate? And she grabbed the Dorito! 3 out of 3 times she chose Doritos! After coming so far, the original Sun Chips got shut out. Dorito takes the victory! When have you ever seen a cuter victory than this? As you can see, Piper has not gotten enough of these Doritos. But anyways, thanks again for watching, and be sure to check out our shirts and hoodies. Link in the description. Also, enjoy this bonus footage at the end. It's going to be commentary free, so if you want to see a cute raccoon eating chips, then stay to the end. Also, this video is filmed over several days, so she didn't get all these chips at once. She's on a special diet, so we can occasionally do videos like this. But anyways, thanks again for watching.